Everybody, Cheryl Howard here, inspiration and transformation strategist, speaker, certified life purpose coach, mental health professional, pastoral counselor, and author, speaker as well. So I want to talk about making our own life mission statement, our life purpose statement. Because as we get older, we learn more about ourselves. We learn about things that we can and cannot tolerate. But sometimes other people do not respect our values and what we live by. So sometimes we need to project them a little louder. We get older again, you mature, you grow, you've been through some things, and you get to know your self-worth, your own value, and then you get tired of people taking advantage of you, people taking you for granted, right? People misusing us. A lot of times people have misused us in the past, but sometimes it's because we didn't either knew our voice or had a voice or had standards that we live by, and also created consequences for those who do not respect us. Sometimes we simply just want to get rid of the negativity and wasted energy in our lives. We no longer have time for that. Time is precious. Our life is precious. So I believe we need to create some standards to live by. We have to set them to protect ourselves, to protect our anointing, protect our heart, our mind, our value, our standards, so we don't lose ourselves, because that's what happened. We live by everybody else's standards, and sometimes we forget we don't have our own, so we end up losing ourselves. We respect other people. We respect even our companies or jobs that we work at, their standards. They have a handbook on policies and procedures and standards, and we govern ourselves according to that. But what about creating our own personal mission and policy statement? I believe we need to have one in our heart. But hey, write some things down so you can have something, a reference handbook that you can refer to, because sometimes you have to remind yourself, okay, wait a minute, I'm not allowing this in my space. I'm not allowing this to pull and deplete from me. We have this precious life to live. So I recently had made these suggestions to some friends and some clients, and I said, you know what, I want to talk about this. I want to encourage people to put a mission life statement into place in their own lives. There's some things that you really feel passionate about, and you want other people to know that as well. So this is kind of helping you redesign your life. Sometimes you have to rewrite your story, and you want to break up toxic patterns that's been in your life for a while. Maybe you see this and it's like, okay, things got to change. I can no longer live in this type of mess. So sometimes you have to write some things down, like I said, to remind you and to reinforce it. So I think you should make at least 2 or 3 personal vows and mission statements, your own life mission statement or whatever, just to kind of look back, and you can build, your journey, maybe certain areas you can kind of point out that people devalue, and you want to learn to go back again and rewrite that story and do things differently. Create one thing you can add in that mission life statement is create a self and safe boundary, set some standards. That's setting perimeters so you can protect who you are. Protect who you are, protect your space and everything else, your heart, your mind, your emotions, your psyche. Protect your anointing that God has graced you with. There's some areas that you are strong in, and you want to protect that, because sometimes you have people who come out left field, out the woodworks, and their main goal and assignment is to try to steal that from you. So that's designing. So also designing your policies and laws. All these are policies and laws you're going to put in your life mission statement. You'll set some standards, some procedures, and then when you do that, set some concrete do's and don'ts. And also, I mentioned earlier, what are the consequences of those who violate that? What are the consequences of those who violate you? Write that down. Every policy and procedure book has warnings, has consequences of going against it. Another thing to add is like a vision board or vision plaque, with purposeful and intentional living. Like, what are you going to do different this time? Create your own frame sayings and affirmation that you can put there. Sometimes you have to change your language. Sometimes you've been saying maybe the wrong stuff, and you need to say things that are new. Change your language. Create a new reality for yourself. And that will change your environment. That will change the relationships and the dynamics in your relationships. Make a vow to be good to yourself. Make a covenant with yourself. Make a promise. We make covenants with other people and things. Make a covenant and promise that you're going to treat yourself good, that you're going to put yourself as a priority. Sometimes we make unconscious and conscious vows to others, but not ourselves. So putting yourself first. Some of us need to learn how to do that. I'm trying to give you some little ways that you can do that as well. Examples of putting yourself first and treating yourself good. I promise to treat myself good. How do we expect others to respect us or treat us good or treat us right? We don't treat ourselves right. So you can write that down. I promise, that's a vow, to treat myself good, and rehearse it. Rehearse it in your mind. Others can't see our value. We don't see our value. So we need to learn, once we find out what our value is, and we all have them, we can project it to other people, and they will have to respect us. And then we have to embrace it. Some of us have to embrace that, but that's a whole nother video. I have some stuff on that, embracing who you are in your inner work. Learning how to do that, especially if you never receive any kind of affirmation and validation and confirmation and doing your developmental stage. So like maybe you're learning how to do all of that all over again. And also in saying that, don't allow your past or current situation to define who you are. We all go through seasons of events and things. Don't let it be the totality of who you are. It's part of your story, but it's not who you are. It's what you've been through. Yes, you may have made some mistakes, blunders, bloops, whatever, but you don't have to let it dictate your life, your behavior, your reality. You don't have the trajectory of your life. It doesn't have to be the way you think it should be because of what you've gone through. And that's it. I'm finished. I just want you to make that life purpose statement. In all of this, and if you don't do all of the above, at the end of the day, I want you to know that you're valuable and you matter, and I need to come across to other people as well. And that's just another way of communicating this to other people, that you value yourself and you love yourself, and you don't have time to waste energy on negativity. You're getting that out of your life. So be the cleanup person right now. Now you're cleaning out things that you need to clean out, deleting things that you need to delete. And so maybe creating a mission life statement will help you. I'm done. Thanks again for tuning in. My name is Cheryl Howard. You want to know more about my services, my events, go to cherylyhoward.com. I'm on Instagram at cherylyhoward.getyourlifeback. I'm on, that was Facebook. Instagram is cheryl.getyourlifeback. I'm also on Pinterest. I forget to mention that sometime. It was His Garden Naturals, but I changed the name to Cheryl White Howard. With many hats, because I know I have many hats that a lot of us wear many different hats. We play different roles in life. There's things that we have to be to different people, as well. But I want you to be good to yourself. Anyway, and YouTube, please subscribe, hit that bell. Are you hit subscribe? Hit the bell? Okay. Thank you. So I can give you more and more content like this. I just really want to come along your side and help you break some barriers so you can propel into your purpose and live a purposeful and intentional and meaningful life. Be blessed till we meet again.